I would definitely say it was a completely different experience from being on the media side of just shooting the toughest off-road race in the world, but participating in it was a completely different scale than I thought it was going to be. It was just absolutely massive. So King of the Hammers 2021 was an absolute blast. Me and Will have spent a lot of time out there over the past couple years together shooting media. I have always wanted to go out and actually race it, and we finally got to this year. So we jumped right into basically just working on the truck right away. First thing we needed to do was work on our shocks. The front coilovers were sitting way too low for our new suspension setup, and we didn't really have time to finish that aspect of the truck before we went out there. So we immediately went and got our coilovers rebuilt by Shock Talk. They put stiffer and longer spring in. We went from a 600-pound 16-inch coil to a 18-inch 700-pound coil off the top of my head, and that made a huge difference. And then we also rebuilt our lower shock mounts on the control arms to give us that a little bit extra height that we needed to get that skid plate up off the ground and to get this thing working well on the rock.
Better than that side, apparently. All I've got left to do is the tie rod and the resi mount with these beautiful misalignment spacers. Thing about a camera.
I needed you to adjust it.
No.
Horses are expensive. I have no idea yet.
Someone just dropped this in the truck last night. Somehow this ended up in the bed of my truck. Early morning today, going out for Yukon photo shoot and gonna do a little pre-running afterwards.
Everyone out there is in 4800 cars and 4400 cars, and we're out there in our little minivan 4600 car. But we got to go run the same rocks that they were doing to get some cool photos. And the first run we actually did pretty good, other than we hit our control arm so hard that some kind of collision sensor or something in the truck just completely killed it, which was kind of hilarious. So people were making the joke about like our airbags going off.
What was that? Yeah, they have.
I actually ended up falling during our photo shoot and spraining my ankle, which led into being a really fun week of just chaos for me. So, especially leading into a race that I was going to be hiking probably 20 miles, 30 miles. So
it was a good learning moment, though. He learned that he can't be
There's no point in running.
sprinting everywhere, trying to pull winch and stuff. And take your time, slow down. You're only going to hurt yourself more by going too fast and being careless to a sense. But so that was a good learning experience, I guess, to figure out before the race. It did mean that he had to spend a lot of time sitting in chairs.
Well, the pit truck broke.
I got the fur bellies.
The broken leaf springs are
You're not supposed to show this part. No.
This is the first time someone else's car has broken with the race truck. That's a really big feat for us.
Yeah. Sticking on the metal pieces. It's just
Got myself.
where it doesn't
Yeah.
No, you're gonna have to grind these off.
You did your ankle well.
Not bad like that.
I got too carried away while I was winching, and I rolled the living crap out of it.
Well, Cat, ready?
Now I'm getting yelled at, so I have to sit here.
Ready? Oh. How was that?
Hello.
That's good.
Oh no.
I wish we'd go it out.
Keep going. A2 block time, right?
Yep.
About an 8.
What are we doing?
Getting ready to go back out. See if we can loosen up some more bolts. Do my cheeks look fat?
here. We're like, oh, and then we got back on this. Rode this over. Then we went.
It also memory steers a lot.
Just like that, perfect. Nice and slow. Passenger. Yep, you're gonna start climbing. There you go. Alright, hard pass. Next time, take this line. Hard pass. Go driver as you come down that. Yep. Now we'll drive it here. There you go. Yeah, so you're probably still gonna have to back up.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to back up. Okay. So they could easily high center. Are we good there if there's no hard driver?
You're gonna want to go hard passenger.
Passenger side.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, line your tire up right here. Perfect. The passenger's gonna start to fall now. Yeah, it's gonna start falling. Go, turn a little drive. That's perfect. Yep, there you go. Just nice. Like that. Got some back tire up in the air. Perfect. Just like that. Beautiful. Straight down. That was beautiful. Your ankle's got to be good. Now start coming to passenger. Yep. Just like that. Nice. Beautiful. Where do we go now? Go up to one. Yep. Driver. Just like that. Keep coming, driver. Hard driver! Beautiful. Driver! There you go. Nice. Straighten out.
Oh, goodness.
How close are you on that side? Is it tight?
It's tight, like
it's
6
tight.
inches.
Sliding down.
Okay.
The
boulder right there that you catch on.
And you're not going to care about body damage during the race. So if you scrape that wall, you scrape that wall.
Right. I'm fine with pushing the back end on the right side, but
Yeah, honestly.
try to aim your driver's side tire right over here. You got a big ledge right here, right after you get up this hill.
It's a big ledge.
It's
a hole you'll fill
It's a
in
hole.
with your tires.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Just like that, straight up.
You gotta get those moments. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Let's have to talk louder.
You're across the
Yeah, you're over it.
Passenger. We're just going up here this way.
Hopefully they'll have some more.
I'm very confused by these cones.
So we were out pre-running today, and we ran into a little bit of a problem. Our steering shaft has been rubbing on our frame, and so what it did is it rubbed a hole right into it, and then we had a stress fracture. So what we did is we replaced it with a piece of 1-inch tubing. So now we're going to go back out on course and get the new part put in.
So running today, I believe Will talked about it a little bit, but we broke our steering shaft, the factory one, at the crumple zone, because it was rubbing on our frame. And it's probably a good thing that it did happen, because it was made out of super weak material anyways. So we built a new one. The new one doesn't work, but it got us back to camp. So we're going to rebuild that tomorrow and get that figured out. But we cracked our radiator on the way back. Went into some pretty big whoops, doing like 60, 65. And the car handled it really well. But at some point the frame and the body flexed enough to let the radiator hit our cross member. So we pulled the old radiator out. Noah ran into town and got a new radiator from O'Reilly's. So we modified our cross member a little bit so it's a little bit further off from our radiator. And I edge trimmed the sharp edges on it so they're a lot smoother. So we have a lot more space for the radiator to move around in there, and if it is to contact, it should be hitting something a lot smoother than just a sharp piece of plate. So we're going to get the radiator buttoned up. It's pretty late right now and it's pretty windy, but thankfully we have this tent because it would suck if we were outside. But yeah, we should have it all buttoned up and ready to go for tomorrow.
So they just headed out for tech and contingency. It is Thursday, so we race tomorrow. So hopefully they get all that done, get the car basically final checked, and we'll be ready to race tomorrow.
So we just finished tech and contingency. Car passes, all our safety gear passes. We got our racing tracks tracker / race communication device, which is pretty rad. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to go for tomorrow. Have a little bit of work to do on the car and race.
Lights off. No, it might be a little late. Squatty boy.
The jack handles came out.
Oh. Look at that squatty.
Oh,
I wasn't.
we don't have the cone.
Just strapped down. It wasn't moving.
Coming out the top, so much fucking oil. Okay, fellas, we have no more gear oil, and this thing's still not full. So we put like 6 or 7 quarts.
Dude, the class looks so good.
Ready?
So we're lined up for our race today. We're starting 115th, I think. So yeah, we have a good bit of people behind us and a good bit of people in front of us. So it'll be a nice spot to kind of pace those in front of us and see who catches up or who we're passing. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. We're going to take it slow, save the car, but try and just keep it moving the whole time, and we should make good ground.
Here we come.
There they go. Oh yeah.
There. That was something.
What? They just wait. Don't say that.
Here comes a shark.
Car.
Go boys, go! Please don't break.
Leads car. Making time up from the rocks.
Why don't they just wear diapers? Like,
we had a lot of conversations before race day about setting our own pace and kind of just going out for a day of wheeling and keeping the car together and kind of, you know, approaching King of the Hammers with that mindset and seeing where it got us. And I think we did a pretty good job of doing that and staying true to that, even when cars were hauling past us in the desert and we'd see them, you know, a few miles later broken or missing a tire. And so I think it turned out pretty well, at least, you know, going through the desert lap. And
Yeah.
right there, passenger. Right up this right here. Big rock, stay there, right there. Keep coming, keep coming. All right, driver. Go back. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, right there. Please on. Wait, just wait. Back up. up, back up. Back up. Hard driver. Hard driver, back up. Come on, baby.
Cables or a jumper pack?
No.
Okay, thank you. Sorry guys. Wait, we have the jump box. Oh, we have one. Yeah, I need a jump.
Hey, can you grab it?
Yeah. In the box back here, there's a black latch. Hit the black latch and it'll be in a black and yellow container. Black latch. In the middle. Hook it on your car, give it a couple seconds. Okay. There might be a boost button depending on, it's on the side of the black piece that you plugged in. Okay. If you guys have a bigger motor, so you might need it. Okay, so I just push it or do I gotta hold it? Just push it in one time. Okay.
Have a good one. Hey, he likes my box.
just finished our pit for 212 Rockware, who we're basically combining with. Otherwise, last we heard, 4628 is past Cougar Buttes, not quite to pit 1B yet. So hopefully they get there safe, and then they'll be to us soon.
They were just like so adamant.
Right rear come loose. I mean, it's in there, and all the jam nuts are still in there. It's just kind of it has some slop.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it fixed.
You talking about the bump stop?
Yeah.
4628 to main.
Not really. No.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So
All right, Alex, come on.
I tell him just don't worry about it. Okay, Alex, bend over.
Almost to that gate. Should we come by? Around Hammertown, should we come to pit? You know the line?
What do you want me to check?
No, will you check that buffet is in the right spot?
Yeah. Go.
That's a good tape right there.
Full.
Probably full. Again.
Full now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really down.
Yeah, that's full. That's full. Double check that one.
Good.
Check everything.
Yeah, good. Good? Okay. What? You have to go back that way. Yeah, you gotta go back.
The rest of it uncomfortable.
Thank you, though.
Back there.
We're good. Good.
Clear.
Clear.
Have fun.
Go, go, go. Well, that's a full fucking maker right there.
Get it back here. Oh, good.
Ross on your driver's side, but kind of beautiful right there. This wall. More driver. Right there, perfect passenger. Nice and slow. Fuck, that thing travels like crazy. Nice and slow.
So we had a successful main pit and pit 1. We just made it here to pit 2. They're probably still about 2 hours out, but as of right now, the car's still running good. Sounds like they're just spotting in the rocks on probably spooners or outer limits, and hopefully it's going well out there.
So yeah, the desert lap went really well. We definitely could have gone faster. I'm glad that we kept a slow pace because we were able to keep the car together, but by the time we got into the rocks, it was very apparent that we were behind quite a few people. Really not too many in our class. I think we were behind maybe 10 cars in our class, but just overall traffic from the whole EMC class as a whole, 4,800 cars and 4,500 cars, there was just a lot of pile-ups, and we just ended up getting stuck after we made it through spooners, which was a bummer. But
well, I mean, it was good though. We got a lot of practice in spooners and outer limits of just really the car. We hadn't gotten to experience the car in the rocks up to that point and how it performed with the 4-link and the long travel. And I think, much to my surprise, being out of the car watching it the whole time, I was quite shocked at how level the car was staying the whole time. It just seemed really smooth, and it was eating through it. You know, I had one hiccup as a co-driver. I got us in a bad spot, and we had to do some winching and things like that that we really shouldn't have had to do. But once we got through that, like, we got moving, and we were doing pretty good, finding a good, consistent, smooth pace until we got to outer limits and got stuck behind a lot of other cars. And I think it was kind of a weird moment for us because I felt like we'd finally found a pace and we were ready to, you know, take on the rest of the day. And you know, unfortunately, like he said, you know, it was just traffic, and we were there for probably 3 hours, 4 hours, sitting behind everybody, and the course workers were just telling us that, you know, there's no way you're getting to the top of the canyon before you guys time out.
Driver, hard driver, as you come up. Alright, be ready to roll through it if you need it. But as you come down, it's going to be a little bit of a ledge. There's a rock, and then you're going to need to come passenger because there's another ledge. Kind of give it a little bit more past.
braking here?
I'm gonna go into this little notch here. Nice and slow, a little bit of driver. Passenger. Nice and slow. Give me a little bit of... Keep coming. Right there. Right. Perfect. A little bit of driver. On. All right, driver, nice and slow. Your momentum. Back up, hard passenger. Right there, hard driver. There. Driver. 8. Hit the wall. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Stop. Back up, hard passenger. Right there, stop. All right, come forward, driver, hard driver. Passenger, set up passenger, and stop. Take a break.
So we've been here at Remote Pit 2 for 4 or 5 hours now. From what we can tell from the tracker, they're stuck in outer limits or spooners and a big traffic jam. Officially on the radio we heard that the race is getting closed at Chocolate Thunder. Basically more or less ending their race. So we're gonna pack up here, go back and wait for them to get out of there. See what happens.
Big sad. How do you feel about it?
Kind of sad. I'm stoked with how well the truck did, because it was
Sounds like it
really
did well.
quick pit
Yeah.
stops. It was me and Cameron out at pit 1, and it really was just a couple of nuts and bolts that just needed a little bit of snugging. And then at Maine, everything looked good, and just got stuck in traffic out there on outer limits, and it killed the last 2-3 hours of the race. So
All it's needed though is fuel, which is amazing.
I'm excited for next year.
See what happens. They're here. Is that them? Yeah. Woo! Finally found you.
That's fucking
I
intense.
was calling for you guys. I was asking you to please come home.
Also, best mod on the car, rock lights.
Yeah. We should have put beer in the car.
Oh!
Watch people.
Oh, you can't even.
So that was Hammers 2021. We're all packed up, ready to start headed home. It's going to be a long drive for both of us. Hayden and Will have to go to Riverside to drop off the camper on Monday, and then they're driving all the way back Tuesday, or to be back by Tuesday. And Skylar and I are headed to Blythe for the night, and then we'll see how far we get the next day. Maybe all the way, maybe not, we'll see. But yeah, it was a freaking blast. The car did awesome.
Met a lot of great people.
Met a lot of great people, and most importantly, we had a really good time. It was really fun.